What's going on, good folks? I said, what's going on, good people? Today we are and will be reviewing the NYCC exclusive Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Chun-Li by Storm Collectibles. Let's take a quick look at the box. Front of the box, you got the open window showing you the figure inside and some head sculpts and one of her special move accessories. And then right here at the bottom right hand corner you see Storm Collectibles, and then right here you see supervised by Kiki. Kiki moving up in the world. Kiki, do you love me? All right, we ain't gonna go there, but we just did. So on the side of the box, we have a cartoon style image of Chun-Li and her famous pose that she stands in. Other side of the box, same pose, mirror image. And then top of the box, we have Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Then you got the Capcom on the top right hand corner. And then at the bottom, not much more. You got your warnings and such. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, kanji, and all the such and such and such. And then as we flip it over to the back, we have more style kanji right here. Then various moves that you're able to get Chun-Li in that we'll go over later. And the UPC. And that's all for the box. But did we come here to review the box? We did not come here to review the box, but I got to show the inbox collectors what the box looks like, because I cater to them too. But we came here to review the figure. So let's bust this girl out of the packaging and see what she's really about. Kazam! Now here is Chun-Li out of her packaging, and as you can tell, she looks great. And might I add, balances great. This is the cardboard slip that comes in the packaging. So if you want to use this for a background for any of your shots, Storm Collectibles has put this in their packaging. I'm going to remove this because I have my own type style background and I will be using mine's. But this figure, like I said before, it balances great. But I must be honest and I must be very, very real with you guys. When taking this figure out of the packaging, I had a major issue, right? So one of the major issues that I encountered was her head, the neck peg on her head, and I'll show you what I mean just a second here. So the neck peg for Chun-Li was, as you can tell from the instructions, this peg was actually stuck to her actual head, right? So I tried to just put it on to the actual base of her neck and it would not stay on. So I actually watched another reviewer, and what he had to do, he had to glue this part on to the ball peg, and then that allowed this ball peg post to stay in there because it would not stay in there. It kept falling off. So that's what I had to do. I had to take a moment and glue that on to the figure, and in process of gluing that on, right, I accidentally, because this is soft, let me get some light here. This is actually soft rubber material right here, very soft, and it accidentally got up under that, and now once you super glue something and it touches and bonds to something, then it's pretty much game over. But that is definitely a QC issue that Storm Collectibles is having, not only with mine, but from what I'm hearing, a lot of their NYCC exclusive Chun-Li figures. So let's jump right into the articulation. What is good about me super gluing this ball post into the head is that it didn't hinder any movement. I can still, she can still look down, she can still look up, she still has tilt. And the reason being for that is because it's double ball pegged, right? So you have this ball peg right here, and then you also have movement below this neck area. So that is where a lot of her movement is coming from. But if this ball peg, this ball post wasn't super glued, she probably could look down even further. But because I had to super glue that down or else it would not stay, this is the furthest she looked down. So the arms does get above 90, which is good. That's good articulation there. I don't know if this is too much light now. And it does rotate all the way around 360. Also, you do have a bicep swivel right up here. You do have a double jointed elbow. The double jointed elbows work pretty good. And this hairpiece is also very, very prone to fall out, this hairpiece. We'll get into the accessories and the reason why they did that a little bit later. But you do have a tilt right here at the waist, and that's good. She can tilt left and right. She can lean back as well and crunch forward a good amount. So that's really good, and I am happy about that. You do have a twist here as well at the waist. I'm too leery about going 360, but that is good enough, if you ask me, to be able to twist, trunk twist that well. The legs or the hips can come out at a pretty good rate. As you can see here, that's pretty good. It probably can go even further, but I'm not willing to test that limit on this figure here. But that is really good. And it can come up at a really good amount as well. That's my fault because the limit's been tested. So that does snap back on. It's not prone to fall out. That's just because what I just did. I tested the limits of that hip, and it can kick out a really good amount. So that's really good. She does have a double jointed knee, which is really good as well. And then she also does have ankle pivot. Now this ankle pivot rotates like this here, and it can also rotate like that here in the inside. Now you can also kick up with the ankle a little bit, and you do get a toe hinge there, and she can also toe point down that much there. So that's pretty good, and it's pretty decent that the range and mobility of this Chun-Li is really nice. The only two things I don't like was the post and also the headpiece, how easily that can come off, but that's not bothering me as much as it was. But let's get into some accessories. So straight away, she comes in packaging with 2 balled up fist hands. She also comes with 2 open palm hands, 2 spread finger open palm hands. So these are just a little bit different because the fingers are spread out just a little bit more. 2 karate chop hands that are joined together, and also 1 extra right hand, her right hand. It's kind of like a choking hand, special move hand, if you will. So she does come with 1 of those. Also, to get onto the hair piece that she does have. So as you can see, this is kind of like a flowy type hairpiece that that curls at the end, right? So I do like this hairpiece. I also do like the other one that she comes with. She comes with a more of a hair swept hairpiece as well. So this is more of the hair swept type hairpiece that she comes with here. See the sweep over here to going to the right hand side. So that's pretty nice. Also, she does come with 3 interchangeable heads, which is pretty nice for expression purposes. So this one expression that she has here is sort of like a more serious tone, if you will. She has a more serious expression on her face. The other head is more of a yelling type of head expression. And then the last one is more like of a plain face head. Now, it's a very minute difference, but you can still tell this one here is more serious, and the one she has on her actual neck is it's more plain. You can tell a little bit by the position of the way she's holding her lips of how serious this one looks, more so than that one. Like I said, it's very minute, but you can tell the difference. She also does come with this kind of super powered kikoken, which is able to be propped up on a stand that also comes in box with Chun-Li. So that's pretty cool. They did incorporate that. So this stand is easily pegged in right here at the bottom of this stand. And also she does come with a arm, but you have to take this part of the peg off to get, or I believe it goes this way. So yeah, you will have to take this small peg out of here and plug the arm in here. And it is ratcheted. At first I thought, you know, you could tighten it, but this is all flat, so you can't really tighten it because it's a clear plastic. But if you wanted to, you could put her in flying poses and display her with the arm. But it simply attaches here, and then you attach this part on there, and then you have a hole right here at the bottom, which is which can be pegged in here. And then you just attach it to the base, and you have three holes you can attach it to get this effect as stable as you need it to. Obviously, you know, you would, you know, counterbalance the weight of it because it does weigh quite a bit. So whether you need it here, or straight up in the middle is totally up to you with the position that you would want to have your special effect positioned in. So with that, let's go with some size comparisons for Chun-Li to some figures you may have or may not have. And first, we will break out the ruler and see just how tall this Storm Collectibles Chun-Li actually is. So she is standing just under 7 inches to the top of her head. She's standing at about
6 3/4 inches tall. Okay, so here we have, to the left, we have a Marvel Select Colossus, and to the right we have a Marvel Legend Omega Red. Now here we go to the left, we got Monster Venom from Hasbro Marvel Legends, and to the right we have, also by Marvel Legends, Nuke. Here we go, both series up here from Black Series. To the left, Gamorrean Guard, and to the right, Clone Commander Wolf. Here we go, bringing out some DC figures, but to the left we have Mezco's Mutant Leader, and then to the right we have DC Icons Swamp Thing. And lastly, to the left, DC Bombshells Katana, and then to the right we have, also by Storm Collectibles, Iron Mike Tyson. So that's going to do it here for this review of NYCC 2018 Storm Collectibles Battle Costume Chun-Li. I enjoy the figure. Aside from the hairpiece coming off when maneuvering around sometimes, and aside from the neck peg not being securely fastened the way I want, I had to super glue it. My overall rating for this figure, out of 10 being the perfect figure, 1 being don't even buy this figure, I will have to rate this figure at an 8.5. If the QC issues was not there, this figure will be a solid 9.5. This is an awesome figure, let me tell you. I will take nothing away from the figure as far as articulation, as far as sculpt, as far as paint. It is a great figure. If you could get a hold of this figure for a good, reasonable price, and I mean no more than about $80, I would say do so. But I'll tell you like this, a figure is always worth as much as you're willing to pay for it. If you really love something and you really want something, you will pay whatever price there is to pay for it. You're in charge of your own money. You're in charge of your own figure collection. And with that said, be patient with your hunts. Be patient with yourself. And if you're patient enough, even an egg can and will grow legs. This your boy, Plastic Addict. I'll see you next time on the next review, where I will be going over Storm Collectibles Smoke. That's all I got, folks. Plastic Addict.